to Morning Coffee with Emerica. We are in 2026 and I hope it's going great for you so far. This year I'm going to focus a lot more on inspirational topics, motivational topics with you. And I'm going to bring awesome people out there to talk to you and encourage you, especially women out there who are trying to do their own thing. With me today, I have a sister, a friend, a colleague, Aminata Kamara of Amikam Consulting. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's edition of Morning Coffee with Emerica. Starting 2026, I decided to go a little different and do more inspirational and motivational topics and interview people I have high regard for and people I admire in our community. Today with me, I have a friend and a sister. She recently was the Vice President Corporate Affairs for Marampa Mines in Sierra Leone. She's the chairman of Bloombank Sierra Leone, and she's held several roles across board. And I wanted to bring her today to inspire women out there, young ladies, people in our age brackets also, because she's just amazing. Welcome, Aminata Kamara. Hi, Aminata. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good, good, good. I know I didn't do justice with your introduction, but I'm going to give you the space for you to tell our viewers out there a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Thank you for having me. And I know we wanted to do this last year.
Yes.
And time it wasn't possible.
I think now is actually the perfect time.
Oh, absolutely.
God aligns everything the way He wants it.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
As you and I know, God does what He wants to do for somebody.
Yes.
And not what we want Him to do.
Exactly. Go ahead, tell us a little bit about yourself. Let the ladies out there know why I chose you, because I have such admiration for you and your journey so far.
Thank you. As you said, I'm Aminata Kamara. The first thing I would say is I'm a mom.
Okay, yeah.
Beautiful.
I've met Anita. She's lovely.
Yes, and she's my inspiration. She knows.
Good.
Well, she doesn't feel it, but she knows it. And I had her when I was 20.
Okay.
Went to the UK at 19. I was going to study, and it didn't happen.
Okay.
The life I wanted, I thought would happen, did not happen, but that didn't stop me. I just felt everything is aligned.
Exactly.
As it should be.
Exactly.
So I was a single parent for when she was 2.
Okay. So you got to the US at 19, got pregnant, the UK at 19, got pregnant by 20, had a baby. Wow, that must have been some tough times for a young lady out there. How did you navigate that journey and still go to school? Because you obviously went through.
It wasn't easy.
Okay.
It was a huge challenge, emotionally, financially. I wasn't mature enough to handle a lot of the pressures that came with.
Okay.
And I felt the universe was working against all my plans.
Oh.
And
God always prepares us for what He wants.
One thing I did was I started looking within.
Okay.
What was it that made me, at the age of 20, a single parent and struggling, when that was not my plan?
Okay.
So when I said I looked within, I started working towards personal development, developing the self.
Okay.
Doing a lot of reading, researching, and how I can get better.
That's awesome.
How I can improve my life.
Okay.
I can improve my life so that I can improve Anita's life.
Okay.
So I went on that journey. That was the first journey I went on.
Okay.
Before I even thought about going on a journey of studying.
Okay.
I was doing those two together, but I felt like I could learn all I wanted to. But if I'd not worked on the self,
you would not have achieved
like
that.
There was something that at the age of 20, something wasn't right.
Okay.
That I made the choices I made.
At that age, none of us know what we were doing.
Well,
So
absolutely. But when you have a kid, when you have a child, you know that you had grown.
yes, yeah, you have a life depending on you.
You have somebody,
Yeah, yeah.
somebody whose entire life
Depends
is
on you.
dependent on
Yeah.
what you do, your actions,
Yeah.
on your decisions.
Yeah.
So those things actually, though, you know, thinking back, I felt like that transformed who I am today.
That must have taken a lot of self-discipline for you to be able to do that, and I admire that. How long did it take you through university with a baby?
7 years, I was studying anything they were offering
You were studying.
free. In the beginning, I would take it.
Okay.
And because I was a single parent back then, there was support in the UK for you to better yourself and your child.
And you did take advantage of that, because I
100%.
know a lot of people who went the opposite way, who even with all that support didn't do that. So give yourself credit. That took a lot of self confidence and determination for you to be able to do that. With your time in the UK, you were doing okay. By the time you graduated college and had your daughter, you had transitioned, you were doing okay, you were comfortable. What made you make the move to Sierra Leone?
Oh, my uni friends
Okay.
and my close friends, my family will tell you.
Okay.
I kept saying, as soon as Anita goes to university, I am done with the UK.
Okay.
Africa was calling me from
Okay.
way
It has a way of
back.
calling people back. Yeah.
Way back.
Okay.
I just felt it. I
Okay.
felt that I could do a lot more. I could have more impact
Okay.
in Africa than I did in the UK. UK gave me a foundation.
That's
It gave
true.
me a grounding. It exposed me to a variety of ways of doing things. It exposed me to different cultures, nationality. I felt like coming home. Africa.
Yeah.
For me, Africa. Anywhere in
Africa, yeah,
good
is
as well.
home.
My first stop was Nigeria.
Okay.
It wasn't even Sierra Leone.
Okay.
Because I wanted to come to Sierra Leone, but I just felt like, okay, it would be difficult. And it was difficult because I kept coming. But then Nigeria was, for me, was an opener. I was welcomed. I had the opportunity. I was not.
Yeah. You and I have that in common, the Nigerian part. Yes.
I felt like it was home, but it wasn't home.
Yeah.
I always, even in Nigeria, I still wanted to go to Sierra Leone.
Okay.
So, but Nigeria gave me a quicker integration to Sierra Leone.
Okay, made it easier.
Made
Okay.
it
So getting to Sierra Leone, what were your challenges? And I want you to put it out there so people thinking of moving back or people who've actually just moved back would use your story to navigate their way back there. So how was it going back into Sierra Leone?
Going back to Sierra Leone, I would say was a big struggle.
Okay.
Initially, it was a big challenge.
Okay.
When I went in, actually, it was a struggle, but I didn't feel I was fearless.
Okay.
Because I've taken the decision that I want to go in.
And no matter what, you're going to succeed.
Yes.
Yes.
So in fact, it started from when I was in Nigeria. I started
Okay.
going once a year.
Okay.
I started going once.
Okay.
Every so often. And then I started going frequently.
Okay.
Just to network so that
Yes.
I can have people who I know, like-minded people or people who support me, support my transition into Sierra Leone.
Okay.
Going in was a struggle. It really was. Because you don't know. You feel like you're Sierra Leonean, but I lived in the UK for 24 years.
Yeah.
So I'm going in, I'm actually not Sierra Leonean.
You have to learn how things work. Yes. yes, yes. The mindset, there's a whole mindset
different. And don't
shift.
forget, in between that time, there was war.
It's true.
So what I used to know
Was a different,
totally
different
to
Leone.
what I got when I walked in 2012.
Okay, okay.
And it was a challenge, and people actually looked at you as
A foreigner.
Yes.
Someone who's just coming in to take what we have here.
And I got that quite a lot.
Yes, yes,
You know,
I get that
I got a job at commercial bank.
Yes.
I in a senior position as director of HR, and then it transitioned into HR and corporate affairs.
Okay, so was that your first job getting back into Sierra?
In fact, that's how I was able to get back.
Okay, okay.
And so for me, you say I would say to anyone wanting to come in, make sure you have something to come into, or if you're going to do business, make sure you've done your research.
Your research,
yes, because I've seen a lot of people who came about that time, they're back in the UK or back in the US.
Yeah.
And make sure that when you're integrating into the society, because you will have to integrate.
Yeah.
You cannot live in isolation in Sierra Leone.
That's true.
When you're doing it, you have the patience and the courage, and you've given yourself a timeline.
Yeah.
I wouldn't lie, the first year,
you almost pack your bags.
Every time I go to my,
may
God rest her soul, my auntie Aminata, I want to go. She encouraged me and said, we all lie we did. If we've been here and stayed here, you're going to do the same.
Sarona, we all own.
Yes.
We get yes.
Drive you away.
That's true.
Or no bad behavior drive you away.
Yeah.
Deal with what you can deal with, and what you can't deal with, just let it go.
So commercial bank was your stepping stone back into Sierra Leone. From there, you moved to Sierra Rutile. Is that right? What was your role at Sierra Rutile? And part of having this interview is because you sat at tables that were only designated for men, I would say. What was it like at Sierra Rutile? What was it like sitting at the table? What tips can we give out there to people who are looking to sit at those tables?
So in fact, when I was at commercial bank, until they recruited another female, I was the only female on EXCO, EXCO executive committee.
Okay.
And I saw the challenges there. So I learned.
Okay.
Because I'm going in, and I'm from the UK, where because of laws, certain things are not being done.
Okay.
You cannot do certain things.
Okay.
But here, it's fair game.
It's fair game. Okay.
From there.
Okay.
Going into Rutile, I remember when I was headhunted by John Cisse, the former CEO of Sierra Rutile, and even though I accepted the position in August, I did not start till December.
Okay.
He had to push me
to make the move.
Sometime in October, I say, "Are you coming or not?"
Okay.
Because I was sort of concerned about the predominantly male environment. Yeah. Everybody was telling me, it's a struggle.
But you did excellent in that role. You did excellent.
I navigated.
Okay.
I'm one of those people who I can work right at the top, and I can work in the middle, and I can work at the bottom. You can put me anywhere, and I'll be. And
from Sierra Rutile, it even moved further. You became Vice President Corporate Affairs for Marampa Mines, which was a position you held till very recently. Go ahead. Some of us that wants to know, how is it in that space? Go ahead and share a bit with us, and you tell us the next phase for Aminata.
So with Sierra Rutile, I was the initially HR again, same thing.
Okay.
And when the acquisition came, I was promoted. So I was the most senior Sierra Leonean there. And then as a female, and I guess the Australians, they used to having women at the board, at the table. So there wasn't an issue. They look at competency rather than being
gender.
Okay.
Yes.
So I was there for 7.5 years.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I people used to call me Aminata Rutile
Yeah.
because I'm the face of the
Of the
company for a long
company.
time,
Yeah. Okay.
representing the company at all levels, whether it's external,
Doing the good work, doing the dirty work,
yes,
cleaning up
all in everything, the good,
in
the bad, and the
country.
not so good.
Yeah.
I did.
Okay.
I was that person. In America, you would call me vice president, yes, but I was corporate affairs. I was doing
The
HR.
go-getter.
Yes,
Yes.
I was
The
doing.
one who makes things happen, basically. Yes.
I would be called a lobbyist.
That's true.
Or a
That's true.
fixer.
Oh, fixer. Yeah, yeah. Our own Olivia Pope. Yes, the fixer. I know you recently just
Yes.
transitioned from that role as Vice President Corporate Affairs for Marampa Mines, and I know you started your own consulting firm, Amikam. Tell us a little bit about Amikam and what that journey looks like. What is it going to, your dreams going further?
So, sometime last year, something changed in me wanting to be at Marampa Mines.
Okay.
It was a decision I made.
Okay.
And I'm one of those people who don't do spur of the moment decisions. I make decisions, and I plan them.
Okay.
I plan execution.
Okay.
So I was planning to exit MML, and I wanted to be my own boss.
Okay.
Not just my own boss because it sounds sexy,
Yeah.
but because my own boss because I wanted to have the time to do what I wanted to
Yeah.
do.
Control your time.
Control
Yes.
Control my energy.
Yeah.
Control where I want to be and what I want to do.
Okay.
And the results I want to.
You want it, which is good. Which is
Yes.
good.
So
Which is good.
the transition came about in September, and I told my then boss that I was resigning from the company. I mean, obviously, he didn't want me to go, but he accepted that.
Yeah.
Because I was firm in my message and I wasn't wavering.
You guys had a good relationship all through, which was good. And right after that, I know you went on a spiritual journey.
Yes, I did.
And tell us a little bit about that before we get to wrap up.
Yes. So all of it makes sense to me. It may not make sense to people because I planned it.
Okay.
So leaving MML, I need before I told my boss I was going to leave. I said before the year end, I was going to do Umrah. So it just aligned. It felt like coincidence, but it was planned. I left in November. By December, I was in Medina and Makkah.
And moving on, yes.
So I was on that. I wanted to do a whole month out of Sierra Leone, and now it's been 5 weeks out of Sierra Leone.
Out of Sierra Leone. I mean, that's awesome. And with Amikam Consulting, I know there are a lot of companies and a lot of people you're going to help find their way into Sierra Leone doing businesses. Another title Aminata holds is Chairman of Bloombank Sierra Leone, which I am a director of Bloombank Sierra Leone. So we work together. It's funny in spaces where you have two women. Normally, it's you have issues. For me, Aminata and I have built a bond, a sisterhood, a friendship from working together, which is so amazing. Really, I applaud Bloombank for bringing us together because without that, I don't think we would have the connection and the relationship we have because we got to know each other. We're doing this interview right now in Accra, Ghana. We're here for board meetings for Bloombank Sierra Leone, and we took the opportunity to do this. What else would you want people to know about Aminata before we end this segment?
So Amikam Consulting is going to be working with mining companies and other companies too, and want to focus on corporate governance. And focus on people and policy. And how to integrate those policies into their businesses, and how to localize their business strategic business plans. So for me, I believe in Sierra Leoneans not just owning, but being in key positions in these mining companies. So that's where I come in to help integrate those policies and make them become reality.
And I don't think anyone else can do that better than you with all your years of experience in the industry. Aminata, thank you so much for doing this. I hope my sister here has been able to inspire some of you. And if you are looking to get into Sierra Leone to do business, Amikam Consulting would be one of your, I would say, my top choice if I was going in. And she's lovely, she's personable, and yeah, I guess that's it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me. And I'm so grateful to have you on board. We're doing great things.
We are doing great things.
2026, we're going to do amazing things.
Exactly.
Thank
All right.
you.
Thank you.